Well, welcome everybody to Husky Gymnasium here tonight, and we have Lady Husky basketball, their first home game of the season right here on Three Borders Sports Network, and they're taking on the visitors from Fargo Davies, the Eagles. The Eagles come in here tonight at 1-0, and the Lady Huskies come in at 0-1, and we'll talk about their first games here shortly. But first, I want to welcome everybody to Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner, and I'm also joined up here in the booth by head coach of the Cowgirls basketball team. That's Austin Emdeck. Austin, thanks for joining me here tonight and being my color analyst.
Looking forward to it. It's going to be a blast.
All right, we're going to have the Huskies here tonight. As you can see down on the floor, they're huddling up in the end here. We're still about 7 minutes away from game time. Austin, I had a chance to talk to head coach Brian Watson here before the JV game was just getting started, and I had a chance to talk to him. Here's what head coach Brian Watson had to say on our pregame show, brought to you by Hornstein Family Chiropractic and Amanda Frederick. Welcome once again, everybody, to the State Farm Insurance Amanda Frederick pregame show, along with Hornstein Family Chiropractic pregame show. Want to welcome head coach of the Lady Huskies, Brian Watson, up into the booth here tonight. Thank you, coach, for joining us.
How we doing, Joe?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm looking forward to a home opener for the Lady Huskies, and I'm sure they're glad to be home for their first game of the 21 season.
Yeah, I think the girls are excited to play in front of their home fans. We had a good outing, even though we lost the game up at Cheyenne for the first game of the season. But I think they're ready to play. I think they're ready to get going at home.
Yeah, it was a great game in my eyes. I know it's always a loss in your eyes, but it was a great game for the girls. A good showing offensively. Defensively, you maybe could have done a little bit better, but offensively for the girls, they had a good game up there.
Yeah, there's some things that we have to tweak tonight. We gave up a lot of points, and some of those points weren't really within the half-court offense. Some of those were in transition. So we got to work on getting back on defense tonight. That's going to be a big thing for us. And then something that's going to be different tonight than the first game is we're going to get pressed tonight. We did not get pressed very much in that first game. And Davies is going to come hard with their press probably for the entire length of the game. So we have to be ready from that from the jump. And maybe we can get some easy buckets off of the press too. So
that's going to be key tonight. Your ball handlers got to do that. Who are you looking to handle the ball tonight for you, coming up, bringing it up into the front court for you?
Well, our point guard's Lydia Motto.
Yep.
And McKenna Kuhlmo will handle the ball a little bit too as well. Maya Max will come in and handle the ball. Those guys are going to have to do a good job tonight. They're going to have their hands full with this pressure that Davies likes to bring. But if we can handle it early, I think that's something that could be to our advantage.
So a good showing by the girls against Cheyenne. They received some votes in the Class A poll on December 8th, and I see Davies is ranked third in the Class A poll. So a good showing against a respected team in the state, and then coming up against number 3 Davies tonight, and hopefully the girls have the confidence to pull off one tonight.
Yeah, they just keep on coming. The East is heavy at the top. Davies, West Fargo, and Cheyenne, and then you also got Devil's Lake in there too.
Yeah.
And so, it is what it is. We just have to play the opponent that's in front of us, and we just have to be ready each day and treat each game like it's the first game and see if we can have a good outing. We played well in that first game, well enough to win it, but we just didn't do the things down the stretch that we needed to do. So now, game 2, we have to try and fix those things. Hopefully we can shoot it as well as we did in game 1, and we'll see what happens come down the stretch.
All right, Coach, we'll let you go down and get ready for the game here. And again, head coach of the Lady Huskies, Brian Watson, joining us. Brian, good luck tonight.
Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it.
All right, head coach of the Lady Huskies, Brian Watson, right here on the State Farm Insurance Hornstein Family Chiropractic pregame show. All right, Coach, Austin Emdeck here, head coach of the Cowgirls basketball squad. Again, you heard Coach Watson and the full court pressures he's expecting to see out of Davies. How do you handle that as a coach during practices and down in the locker room before the game? What do you say to the girls? How do you prepare for that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is having a good scout and being able to prep that in practice a little bit beforehand. And the biggest thing that I talk to my girls about is slow down. Slow down your brain, slow down your actions, and really, think about taking care of the ball first. 10 seconds is a long time to get across half court. You generally got time. Having those off guards being available in most of those, press break scenarios too, and depending on how you want to attack it, different each situation. But I think slowing down and just relaxing a little bit is always the key.
All right, so there's head coach of the Cowgirls, Austin Emdeck's take on the game here on the pregame show. Fargo Davies defeated Shanley 52-47, and as we've already talked about, West Fargo Cheyenne defeated Wahpeton 80-78 in their first game. So we're going to have a little more pregame coming up after these messages here, folks. For Austin Emdeck, I'm Joe Schreiner. Stay with us right here on Three Borders Sports Network. We'll be right back.
It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it.
Bundling auto and home insurance is a great way to save money and precious time. Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent in Breckenridge, will make it easy and convenient with your local, fully licensed staff ready to help make sure you're protecting the things that mean the most to you. Their team is ready and knowledgeable in farm insurance, life insurance, business, home, and auto insurance. So stop by or call Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent on Minnesota Avenue in Breckenridge, or call 643-8511.
Have you ever considered chiropractic for your family? Dr. Andrea and the staff at Hornstein Family Chiropractic love to see families. With 16 years of experience seeing brand new babies, pregnant women, toddlers, teens, athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is a family affair.
All right, welcome back to the Amanda Frederick pregame show here along with Hornstein Family Chiropractic, and we're just about ready to go here. We're about 30 seconds away from our national anthem. Austin, once again, head coach of the Cowgirls basketball team. Austin Emdeck able to take a few minutes of his evening here on a Friday night. Thanks again, Austin, for coming up here.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast. I'm excited to see a little basketball on the other side of the river, and any game's a good game, so I'm looking forward to it.
Some Class A North Dakota action here for you tonight. We're going to watch the number 3 ranked Class A team in North Dakota in Fargo Davies taking on the Wahpeton Lady Huskies here shortly. And we're just about ready to pause for our national anthem, and we will salute America and our military members past and present for all that they have done for this great country. As PA announcer David Woods. Well, I did not catch the young lady's name that sang that national anthem, Austin. I don't know if you did either, but she did a nice job.
Yeah, that was a beautiful rendition.
Nice rendition of the national anthem here. All right, once again, everybody, we want to thank you for joining us here on Three Borders Sports Network. Once again, Austin Emdeck here alongside me. I'm Joe Schreiner, and welcome to Husky basketball for the first time. The Lady Huskies are at home here this evening taking on the Fargo Davies Eagles. And right now, what we're going to do, we'll go through the starting lineups brought to you by Thrivent. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent starting lineups first for the visitors from Fargo Davies, the Eagles. We're going to start a sophomore, 5'7", Wearing number 20, Ashton Safransky. Wearing number 21 is going to be Marissa Berrien. She is a 5'7" senior. Number 22 will be Ashley Wacha. She is a 5'9" junior. Number 30 will be Taylor Safransky, a 5'7" senior. And number 40, Ava Wild, a 6' senior. And the coach for the Fargo Davies Eagles is Tona Safransky. Assistant coaches Barry Anderson, Trevor Olson, Justin Undum, and Monty Gordon. There's your starting lineups for the Fargo Davies Eagles. One sophomore and a couple of seniors and a couple of juniors. So well-rounded out team there, Coach.
Yeah, and the 6-footer sticks out. It'll be interesting to see how Wahpeton can match up with Ava Wild there tonight. And it should be a fun one.
I remember when Coach Watson and I were calling some volleyball games, we also noticed the 6-footer Ava Wild, and Coach Watson always talked about her on the basketball court too.
Yeah, and really outside of her, though, they're pretty, 5'7". There is one 5'9", but, across the board, nothing too crazy in height there that Wahpeton won't be able to match up with.
All right, they just introduced the Rhinos here, the young ladies team that's here, and they're going to be playing at halftime. So they're going to help greet the starters for the Huskies. Let's take a look now at the Thrivent starting lineup. For the Lady Huskies, the starters are brought to you by Thrivent and Will Ulick. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. The starters for the Huskies. Number 11, McKenna Kulmo. She's a 5'9" junior. Number 12, Lydia Model, 5'5" junior. Number 14, Anna Allard is a 5'7" senior. Number 23, Taya Lunenberg, a 5'10" freshman. And number 40, Scout Woods, a 5'10" freshman as well. So a youngster of a lineup here for the Huskies and Coach Watson. Head coach is Brian Watson. Assistant coach is Rod Brewer, Patrick Goulon, and Lakin Brewer. As you can see, the Lady Huskies were still trying to get the starters going here. Now we're about ready to go. So I'm way ahead of what PA announcer David Woods was doing. I know we were announcing the young Rhinos team over there. I think they're 5th and 6th graders, weren't they, Austin?
Yeah, I believe so.
So we are still going through the starting lineups here for the Fargo Davies Eagles. Again, the Davies Eagles, Austin, looking at some of the stats from the other night when they played Shanley, they only shot 30% from the field. As a coach, you'd like to see that a little bit higher, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. But when you can come away with a win, shooting 30%, you got to be pretty happy.
Especially against the Shanley team. And then they were only 23% from the field, 5 of 22 on three-point field goals. Free throws, they were low. It was 38%, 5 of 13. And rebounds, they had about 28, 13, and 15 respectively. So,
well, I think Coach Watson's going to be pretty happy if he sees those shooting percentages here tonight. Definitely be able to keep it in the game. And if on the other side, if Wahpeton shoots like they did in their first game,
there you go.
It should be a real good one.
Yeah, they had the Lady Huskies had a great statistical night here when they took on Cheyenne last Tuesday night here. The Lady Huskies were 38% from the field, 31 of 82. And 28% from the three-point line. So, again, Lady Huskies, one of their better evenings. I know Coach Watson said in the coaches show that he was pretty happy with what they were shooting from the field.
Yeah, I mean, when you're shooting almost 50% from three, you're going to keep yourself in games no matter how many you're shooting, and that's a heck of a night, especially in opening.
Oh, I'm sorry, 47%. Yeah, I read the wrong stat line.
42 overall from the field, and then 47 from three. So, yeah, you got to be happy with that.
Yeah, I read the wrong stat line there, folks. Sorry about that. Yeah, field goals 42%, 47 from the three-point stripe. So, yeah, the girls had a good night. They had a decent night at the stripe, at the charity stripe, 67%. So 2 out of 3 every time they went to the line. So they were led in scoring by Anna Allard with 23, Scout Woods with 16, McKenna Kulmo with 13, and Emma Bonchis with 10. And with 9 points was Lydia Model. So he had almost 5 girls there in double figures in scoring. So Coach Watson was pretty happy with that.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a well-rounded scoring attack. It puts a lot more pressure on the defense when you got to worry about all 5 at a time, and definitely plays a huge role.
All right, Coach, we're about ready to get things underway here. The starting lineups are introduced. Our Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard is on the screen, and hopefully everybody's enjoying it. I got to give a quick shout-out to Chad Affield. He always watches Three Borders Sports Network, and you know Chad over there from the Breckenridge School District. Chad's always watching Three Borders, and Chad's already sent the text message to say hi.
Yeah, he's got to keep me in line a lot of days. He just called me before I got in the building here tonight and said, "Hey, Coach, your jerseys are still in the washer." I forgot to flip them over to the dryer, but of course the nice guy Chad is. He flipped them over for me.
Chad handled them.
Taking care of business for me.
I bet. All right. Taya Lunenberg going to jump at center circle, and she's going to jump against Ava Wild, and the Davies Eagles control it. And into the front court they go.
Wahpeton comes out in a 2-3 defense.
Out the top of the key for a three right away, about 3 feet beyond the arc. Shot by Burrion, and put back on the jumper by Ava Wild. There's that 6-footer coming in to play there, Coach.
And there we see, in a zone and 2-3 zone especially, sometimes it can be hard to rebound out of those zone defenses, so they'll have to find a body on number 40.
There's a takeaway by Safransky, and then the reach back foul is going to be on, I believe, McKenna Coolmo. I was going to say, last year she wore number 10. This year she's wearing number 11.
Keeping you on your toes, Joe.
I guess so. No, Emma had number 10 last year. They got new uniforms. That's what it is. It's a yellow uniform for the Lady Huskies. So it's a new look. Ava Wild now down low in the paint, goes into the paint, and taken away there by John. Allard swipes it away. Model comes away with it. Double teamed and pivots, turns it around to Allard, up off the glass, up and in for 2.
Well, she might have got away with a little traver though, but
that's
we'll
what I
take
thought.
It. Picked up the pivot foot to make that pivot, but hey, we'll take the assist.
Allard referred to on that one. Lydia, I believe that too, that she might have shuffled there, but no call. And they go down low, and pass intended down low for, I believe, Wacha. And Taya Lunenberg picks up the foul.
Taya was just a half second late trying to get to that pass coming from the backside. Was close, but made a little contact.
Davies Eagles going to inbound. They go out deep. Safransky now at top of the key between the circles. Looks over to the left side. Bounce pass over to the other side to Marissa Burrion. Turnaround jumper in the paint. Up and in for 2 by Ashley Wacha.
And here's this full court press we see right away from Davies.
Pass was intended for Model. They say it went off her hands. Good pressure there from Marissa Burrion. It'll be Davies' ball now on the front court here. 4-2 lead on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Cross-court pass. Shot from beyond the arc. Long rebound. Scout Woods chases it down, and it's a reach foul is going to be called against there, Ashton Safransky. So it was a long rebound. Scout Woods was in the right spot at the right time. But a reaching foul called on Safransky.
And Davies is just in a straight up, man-to-man full court press.
Kumo with the right-handed layup off the glass. Not quite there on the fast break, and we're going to go back the other way. Safransky brings it into the front court. Along the right side of the paint, bobs and weaves, gets it high off the glass. No good. Wild on the board, puts it back up, hits the bottom of the rim, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be Husky ball. A lot of action right there, Coach.
Yeah, you can tell just from the first 2 minutes of this game, Davies wants to get this thing and turn it into a track meet.
Allard.
High-paced game tonight.
Scout Woods takes the dribble and takes off with it. Tries to go up and split the defenders. Trouble in the backcourt. Allard's going to get it across the far side right in front of the Eagles bench. Model now on the high wing. Looking for help. Gets it over to Woods in the corner. Woods along the baseline. Bounce pass to Lunenberg. Lunenberg traveled on that first step. So that first step gets everybody once in a while.
Yeah, and that seems like that's always the most common traveling. When you shuffle those feet before you get the ball down. Very common high school violation. Yep.
Sometimes it's caught, Coach, and sometimes it isn't, but that time she was caught. That's announcer's opinion. Out the top to Safransky. She goes to the left side in the paint. Looks down low for Wild, but it gets tapped right back to her. And Lunenberg blocks that shot. And went off of, looks like it must have went off of somebody's hands on the Eagles.
I think it was the shooter. I think she took a little body contact, and it just went off her hands.
So
she
it
was
wasn't
complaining a little
blocked.
bit, but I think it was the right call.
A lot of body contact here. Referees are letting it go. Lunenberg drives off the glass, up and in for 2. So Taya puts 2 more points on the board. She gets her first bucket of the game. We go back the other way. Wild looks down low. Pass intended down low for Wacha, and it's over her hands and out of bounds. A turnover on the Eagles. Allard going to inbounds for the Huskies. It's tipped away there nicely by Taylor Safransky. I keep forgetting there's 2 Safranskys. I got to mention the difference here. Taylor wears number 30. Inbounded now to Woods. Not a lot of pressure there by the Eagles. Wood spins, gives it back over now to Model at the top of the key between the circles. Goes to the right side, hands it off to Kumel. Kumel moves along the paint, looks for Lunenburg underneath. Was there, Coach, but not quite.
Yeah, just a half second late. Coach Washington's got him running that 5-out motion, and there's gaps to attack there. Just a half second late.
Down low, Wild misses one. She gets a putback and gets fouled in the process. I didn't see who made the foul there, but we'll watch the referee and see if we can figure it out. It looks like it's going to be against Allard. It is on Allard. And that'll send Ava Wild to the line for 2. She's got 2 points on the night.
Like you mentioned, Joe, the referees are letting them play. There's a lot of body contact, some hip checking going on. Definitely earned that foul, but I kind of like the pace of play that's going on tonight.
Wild's second free throw. That's off the mark, and Lunenburg with the rebound to Allard. Will go the other way. Allard to the middle, spins at the elbow. Backs in, off the glass, rolls off. Wild on the rebound. She gets it up ahead to Ashton Safransky. Now the Eagles going to set up their offense here, except a three-point shot from deep, and no good, and rebounded by Kumel. And she tries to get it up ahead, and Ashton Safransky says, I'll take that. Go in for the penetration drive. Bucket's good, and she's going to go to the line for the and one.
And if Taya would have just stepped up into the lane just another step to get out of that restricted circle, she would have taken a charge there. But
her feet were in the circle,
her feet were in the circle.
Okay, so Taya Lunenburg going to pick up her foul. That's her second personal already quickly here in the first half with just over 14 minutes to go. So Emma Bonches checks in for Taya. And also checking in was Amaya Max. Allard sits down.
One thing the Wahpeton defense will have to be aware about is Marissa Burian. She's not afraid to let it fly from pretty deep.
She was not. And that basket is good on the and one. So the traditional three-point play by Ashton Safransky gives the Eagles a 3-point lead. Kumel brings it up across the line. A little slower, like you said, Coach, at the pregame show there. Slow it down a little bit. Scout Woods drives and penetrates, puts it off the glass for 2.
Strong finish from Scout, getting through some arm contact there.
So Ashton Safransky brings it into the front court, goes to the other side to Taylor. Spin, move inside. Wacha puts it off the glass. Amaya Max on the board. She's going to push it 3-on-2 to the left side to Kumel. Kumel into the paint, puts it up. Does not draw the foul. And afterwards, a late call, I think, Coach, but we'll take the foul for the Lady Huskies.
Yeah, it came in late, and it came from the ref in the backcourt, which
you
don't see as often. But there definitely was some contact there.
I thought so. That's the first foul on Ava Wild. Kumel sinks the first free throw, so McKenna gets her first points. Second free throw is also good. So Lady Huskies take the lead here, 8-7, with 13:25 to go, and a pass down low to Ashton Safransky. Penetrates off the iron, no good, and Amaya Max on the board. Lady Huskies push it up. Amaya Max with the left hand, now over. Hands the ball over to Lydia Model. And there's a jump ball. Yep, they're going to call a jump ball. Model was tied up there by Carly Franks, who checked in for the Eagles. Possession arrow stays with the Huskies. They take it down out of bounds right down in front of us as Allard comes in, and Kumel is going to go for a rest. Allard gets everybody in motion, finds Max, and almost had a break, but Ashton Safransky says, let me have that. Nice pass over to Franks, off the glass, no good, and Max gets the rebound. So the Lady Huskies lost it on the steal, Coach, but they got it right back on the missed shot.
I just couldn't quite hit the left-handed bunny.
Allard for 3 from the wing, off the iron, a little bit too strong, and a rebound underneath there by Wacha.
Good look, though. It was a good pass, good setup.
Franks for 3. A little bit long, but Ava Wild underneath it to get the board. Slaps it back to Ashton Safransky. Hits the bottom of the backboard, and it rolls out of bounds. It'll be Husky ball.
The action is hot and heavy early, Joe.
I guess so.
It's a quick game.
Pass intended for Emma Bonches, and they're going to get a foul. Emma draws the foul, as going for that one was Wacha. That'll be her first personal, I believe. Team third. And the Lady Huskies will try it all over again. Oh, and that one's not going to be long enough as Wild pulls that one down, but she throws it away. Another turnover by the Eagles. Lady Huskies getting lucky on the turnovers by the Eagles, Coach.
Bailed out there on a wide pass.
Allard looking for somebody to get it to. It's tipped there at the inbounds. Over to Ashton Safransky for three on the wing. Long. Allard on the board. And again tipped away and controlled. Wild penetrates, drives, puts it off the glass. No call. Bonches battles for it underneath. And she's going to get the foul as she tried to block the shot of Ava Wild.
If Wahpeton can start, faking a pass and then making that pass, they have opportunities up the court to beat this press.
Ava Wild at the line. Misses the free throw. As Kylie Blado is ready to check in for Scout Woods. And McKenna Kumo comes back in for Model. So right now for the Huskies, you got Blado, Bonches, Allard, Max, and Kumo. That one's good by Ava. Again, Allard gets the inbound pass. Going the other way to Max. Max puts it off the glass. No, just got a little bit too far under. And Ava Wild on the board. She'll bring it into the front court for the Eagles.
Yeah, just a little off balance, and like you said, just got a little too far under that hoop and couldn't find the angle.
Wide open underneath, and a foul underneath by Blado. Was it before the shot? It was good, okay. I wasn't sure if he said the basket was good, but it looks like they put it on the board, didn't they?
Yeah, old-fashioned three-point play.
Is good. Watch out with 5 now and a 3-point lead for the Eagles. Allard hustles up, guarded by Wild. Allard turns and double teamed and taken away there by Wild. And 3 Huskies hustle back in time to stop that one. And a reach foul there on Amaya Max.
And that's the ones that, as a coach, you're just, you're out of position. Play with your feet there. She goes for a steal. If she just stays, straight up and keeps her body positioned, then that's what you're looking for. And hopefully they can make the adjustment here.
And before the game, you and I were talking, Coach, about your game against Holly the other night and about how the weak side help comes in. And so far, the Eagles have done that a lot.
Yeah, and they're really picky with when they're going to jump these passes in their traps.
And there's another push foul. That one looks like it's going to go against Marissa Burian.
And we're talking about how physical of a game they've been playing, but we see 11 team fouls on the board already, and Wahpeton with 7 of them. Davies will be in the bonus the rest of the way.
Kumo looking for somebody to get it into, gets the bounce pass. Coach Watson a little bit afraid of that 5-second call there, Coach, and took the timeout quickly before the 5-second call was made.
And it was a good timeout by Coach Watson because I was counting in my head too, and it was about 4.
That's what a coach does.
4 3/4.
All right, Coach, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back right here on the Farmers Union Insurance Scoreboard. 11:34 to go. The Eagles lead.
Thrive and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck.
All right, welcome back to Husky Gymnasium. Joe Schreiner, Austin Emdeck here with the call. The Lady Huskies going to inbound it. They get it into Kumo along the baseline. Hands it off to Model for an open look at a 3. Got it for 3. Kumo to Lydia Model for 3.
That was a good crack back look. Used that dribble handoff as a screen and freed her open.
We're tied at 11. Left side, Franks. Shot up, no good. Hustle it in over the back there of Amaya Max, and a rebound putback for Wacha. She's got 7 on the night. Model tries to drill that one. And it looks like a foul away from the ball is going to be called on Emma Bonches.
Yeah,
And
she's
that
got a
picks
little
up her
too
second.
aggressive trying to crash that offensive board.
And she picks up her second, so Scout's going to come in for Emma. And that, like you said, Coach, there will put the Eagles in the bonus. Ashley Wachaw going to go to the line again. She's got 7 on the night so far. 7 of the 13.
I can just hear Coach Watson saying right now, Emma, that's a foul 75 feet away from the basket. You got to know they're in the bonus with this much time left in the half, and just something you got to be aware about as a player.
Yep. So at the line again, Wachaw looking for the second of 2. Misses that one, but an offensive rebound underneath by Wild. But the Huskies get the missed shot, and back they come. Allard to Kulmo. So Lunenburg and Bonches on the bench with 2 fouls each, and a bounce pass in below, and it's intercepted there by Ashlyn Safransky. And she loses control of it, and Amaya Max picks it off in midair. And man-to-man defense here by Davies. Allard gets to the free throw line, spins in the paint now. She's got to get out. She does. Model down into the paint. Stops her dribble. Turnaround jumper, no good. And a rebound underneath by Ashton Safransky.
Wahpeton staying in that 2-3 defense.
Shot for 3, nothing but net. Out on the outside by Burrion. That's Marissa. Gives the Eagles a 6-point lead. Lady Huskies, coach, don't want the Eagles to get too far ahead here. They don't want them to get to double digits here halfway through the first half.
Oh, and a lot of, three-pointer there finally, but it's been a couple second chance points, and
oh, my goodness. And that's going to be on Kulmo. She saw the ball go into the backcourt, gave up on it, and then all of a sudden hustling after was Wacha, and Kulmo realized it was too late. She had to dive after it.
And just one of those thinking plays, yep, you're going to turn that ball over, but now you just added another foul, and here they are at the free throw line.
So Blado checks back in now for Kulmo. And their 2 referees are discussing here. Not sure what they're talking about there. Coach, got any idea what that was? Looks like they're ready to go.
Yeah, I don't know if he was just confirming that, hey, are we sure that was a push as they're diving for a loose ball there? I'm not sure.
Yeah. Wachaw makes the first one. Give her 9 on the night so far, 9 of the 18. 9:46 to go on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, and she sinks the second one. Checking in is Macy Wielden. She's a 6'2 junior. Baseball pass didn't work, and it's intercepted by Ava Wild. Goes up, off the glass, no good. Allard can't quite get the pass in bounds, and it's going to be a turnover on the Lady Huskies, and we're going to go back to the Eagles as McKenna Brewer checks in now for Allard.
And that goes back to what we were talking about in the pregame show. You saw Allard just getting a little sped up there. She just needed to slow down, let them clear out a little bit, and give some space.
So the Eagles now cross-court pass to the near side to Burrion. Over to the other side. Top of the key, Ashton Safransky. Rolls off the iron, Max on the board. And again, there's another one of those passes just telegraphed almost there, Coach.
Yeah, it's time to make the adjustment. Coach Watson's talking to him on the sideline right now. We can't keep making that same mistake. They've picked off that skip pass up ahead a couple different times now.
And Amaya Max picks up her second personal and is going to send Ashton Safransky to the line. She's got 3 on the night, looking for 4, and she got it. Checking in now is Kennedy Vettel, 5'2 senior for the Eagles. Going to the bench is Marissa Burrion. Has a miss. And again, just that quick, Safransky goes after Model with the ball, and the Lady Huskies aren't quite ready for that.
And Davies flies around, though, Joe. I'm pretty impressed with this defensive effort here. They really know how to get after it.
I guess they're number 3 ranked in the state for a reason, huh?
Yep. They say offense sells tickets, but defense wins championships.
There you go. Allard looking to inbound right in front of the scorer's table. She does get it into McKenna Brewer, and a push foul there. Now the calls are getting a little tighter as that foul is going to be whistled against Vettel. That'll be her first and the team's 6th, I believe. Oh, I've got 5, and they've got 5 on board. So Brewer looking to inbound it and lobs it into Model. Safransky in there pressuring. Allard. Oop, and a double dribble. Allard thought about passing, and she thought, no, I don't want another one intercepted, and she tried to grab the ball back and double dribbled.
Yeah, again, I'd just say slow down. Yeah, slow down, think about it.
There's a travel on the Eagles and a turnover. We're going to go back the other way with 8:58 to go. Again, pressured defense. Inbound to Woods. And a block foul. Doing the backwards somersault there was Ashley Wachaw on Scout Woods.
I think Wacho was just trying to get her feet set to take a charge there, but she just couldn't quite get there in time. Couldn't beat her to the spot.
Yep. So Brewer's going to inbound on the opposite side in front of the scorer's table. Gets it in the Model. Coach Watson wants to see the girls run their offense now here for a chance. Scout Woods takes it to the hole. Misses. Good defense there by Wild. Almost had her own rebound, but Wild controls. And the Eagles go back the other way. Vettel in the corner. Lob pass down low for Wielden. Tries to save it. Goes into the hands and back to the Eagles. Off the glass. No good. Model with the board. She's going to push it up. Lydia Model's got a motor, and it's going to be taken away nicely there by Ashton Safransky. Ava Wild for 2.
And she went back to shooting that with her right hand from the left side. She's missed a couple left-handed layups.
McKenna Brewer goes. Again, Safransky comes in, swats it away, and we got a tie up down low. Jump ball, possession arrow to the Eagles. Coach Watson's going to take a chance here, Coach, and send Taya Luneberg in for Scout Woods. Taya comes in with 2 fouls.
And there's a handful of Lady Huskies with 2 fouls right now. It'll be interesting how he handles these final 8 minutes.
And the Eagles are in double bonus. Safransky from out high. No good. Long rebound. Out of Brewer's hands. The Eagles save it. And Wild turns around, gets it over to the near side to Taylor Safransky. No good. Ava Wild right there to put it back up and in.
Another second chance point, Joe. The Huskies got to start hitting the glass.
Allard brings it up, hands it off to Brewer. Now back to Lydia Model up high. Needs some help over to Brewer on the far side. Again, the hands are quick for the Eagles. Brewer on the floor. We got a whistle. And I believe the jump ball. And the possession arrow this time goes to the Eagles. And again, sending in a player with 2 fouls as Emma Bonches comes back in. So Bonches and Luneberg on the floor with 2 fouls each.
Got to be aware of it. I'm sure, Coach Watson is giving him the old, hey, you got 2 fouls, you got to be smart here.
Max gets it out the Model in the corner for 3. A little bit long. Misses the rim. On the rebound was Frank. She gets it up ahead to Vettel. Model chases her down. Off the glass, no good. Back up, and a shot is good by Taylor Safransky.
Back to back, and another second chance point.
A 15-point lead here all of a sudden. Max on the outlet pass from Bonches. And again, quick hands by the Eagles, Coach, as Max thought she had the bunny.
Quick hands is right. They've had a couple strips that it's just, it's crazy how quick they can get their hands in there, and it does look like they're all ball. They're doing a good job.
So Bonches sets the screen up high. They get it into Allard for 3 from the wing. Off the glass, didn't hit the iron, and Wild on the board. We're under 7 minutes to play. Lob into Wild. Turnaround jumper from 6 is good. Ava Wild gets her 9th point. Huskies break the press this time. Allard gets to the free throw line, gets it back to Model, who penetrates into the paint, puts it up. Off the iron, no good. And a rebound on the other side there by Taylor Safransky. She's going to take it down to the free throw line, kick it back out to Franks. Vettel. Wild kicks it back out to the top. Down low they go. Wielden spins around, puts it up in off the glass. Nice move by Wielden.
It's kind of a situation there where Emma Bonchus got sealed, and you could tell she's thinking about, I can't pick up this third foul, and there's nothing she could do.
And Emma is driving up here to get it into the front court, and I believe there's a push foul there. There was on Macy Wielden. That'll be her first, and I believe that'll put Emma Bonchus at the line for the bonus. Brewer checks back in. Kumo checks back in. Scout Woods comes back in as well. A lot of changes there by Coach. As Blado is on the scorer's table, she must be coming in for Emma Bonchus. Get her back out on the defensive side because she's got 2 fouls. So you got to be aware of that as a coach too, don't you? With 2 fouls on your player here in the first half. Got to protect them a little bit when you get to the defensive end of the floor. Bonchus misses the first one. And it's going to be Husky ball. Went off the hands of Carly Franks in the corner.
And some coaches have different philosophies on that. You'll see some let them ride with 3. They're a little too daredevilish for me there. I'm with Coach watching here. If they got 2, we'll live to see in the second half.
Blado gets the inbounds pass. She'll get it off to Model. Lydia turns. Gets it back now to Blado, who came around to help. Kumo goes to the right side of the paint, stops at the elbow, turns it back over to Brewer to the left side of the elbow. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Kumo bounce pass down low to Woods, and she's going to get the bucket and the and one.
Kumo took a little shot there on that pass. They help defense came storming in and kind of looked a little awkward, but seems like she's okay.
Seems like she's all right. I didn't see who the foul was on there, Coach. It's on 34, so that would be on Macy Wielden. That'll be her second personal. Scout Woods for the and one is good. So Scout with 5 points here, and the Lady Huskies have finally scored here. They went quite a stretch without scoring anything offensively. Shot from just inside the arc is a 2-point shot by Alex Feldner, who came in for the Eagles. And their shooting percentage is getting higher and higher, and that ball is off of Lydia Model's leg, and it'll be out of bounds. So the first half here, Coach, has been going backwards in a hurry for the Huskies. It was close for a while, and now it's a 32-14 lead.
Davies just with that quick hands and defensive pressure, man, they D it up.
Near side to Burian. Cross-court pass, now down low, back out to the outside to Franks. Here comes Ashton Safransky off the top of the backboard and drops in. And that 3 was by Ashton Safransky. I think what Coach Watson was looking for there, she didn't establish herself as she came back in bounds. Is that correct?
Yeah, it could be. Or he hit the top of the scoreboard.
Or hit the top of the, yep.
Could have been, I guess, battling for that one too, but it seems as the Lady Huskies kind of stopped playing too and left her all alone.
Kumo put it back up on her own, a miss, and it's taken away by the Eagles. Ashton Safransky drives, and there's got to be a charge. It is.
Good help D by Kumo. And that's a perfect time for a charge. So that charges always bring momentum into a gym and to a team, and hopefully now the Lady Huskies can get rolling here a little bit.
We got a timeout on the floor, Coach. We'll take a timeout as well. The Farmers Union Insured scoreboard, 4:20 to go. The Eagles 35, the Lady Huskies 14. Back after this.
Better living begins at home, and Three Rivers Decorating in Wahpeton is your personal designing service. New flooring in your home can totally change its look and feel. Three Rivers Decorating has dozens of vinyl plank designs to choose from, along with carpet, tile, and linoleum. Whether it's updating your home's interior or retail space, Three Rivers Decorating has all of the latest styles and trends. They also offer free estimates. Give them a call today, 701-642-8454.
Quality still matters. That's the difference. That's the Giants difference. Giants works directly with farmers to ensure you're receiving the best Giant seeds in every bag. It's a snack all-star lineup. Giant seeds, cashews, and pistachios. Look for them at your favorite grocery or convenience store. Giants, go big or go home.
All right, we're back here at Husky Gymnasium. Joe Schreiner, Austin Emdeck here, Three Borders Sports Network. The Lady Huskies taking on the Davies Eagles. The Huskies, 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go in half number one. Trail the Eagles 35-14.
For the first time tonight, we see Davies dropping out of that full court press, and they're getting into a 1-3-1 zone here.
And they can anticipate the passes just like they did there. Allard reaches, and she'll draw the foul.
Man, I just say it again, Davies gets their hands on so many passes. I mean, Wahpeton's faking a pass, using their pivots, and they're still, getting their hands on a lot of passes.
Quick on their feet, quick with their hands. Going to the line for the Davies Eagles is going to be Carly Franks. Free throws up and good. (36-14), 4:08 to go. That one's in and out. Wild on the rebound, though. The girls didn't block out good enough there. What's one of the keys that you want to do is block out on the free throws. Turnaround jumper in the paint by Wild. No good, and that time Blado gets the board. Got to box out, Coach.
Yep, and we saw the 6 foot come into play there. She just went over the top. It didn't move, didn't push her out of the zone enough, and she's able to use that height to her advantage.
Scout Woods penetrates, drives, and down to the floor. She loses control, but down to the floor went Feldner, but no foul called, and it'll go back the other way. Leah DeVries checks in for Ayanna Allard. Coach Watson talking to the referee over on the other side. Bounce pass to Wild, out to Franks for three. Got it. Rattled it home for three from deep.
And they're able to enter into that high post, and basically any zone you're running, if you can get the ball into the high post, it makes it pretty tough on that zone defense to be successful.
Model's pass is tipped. Again, good defensive pressure there by Carly Franks and the Eagles.
They just got 5 Energizer Bunnies on the court at all times.
Yeah, and Ava Wild's out there playing the top in the 1-3-1. 6-footer out on top.
Well, and she is an agile 6-footer. She can move. She can handle the ball.
Yep.
I would do the same thing.
Bounce pass to DeVries. Gets it over to the near side to Model, almost a travel. Lydia gets it over to the near side. Blado penetrates to the baseline, stops, and trying to prevent the travel, throws it right into the hands of Wild. The other way we go. Off the glass, no good. And a rebound underneath. Blado with the board to DeVries. Now to Scout Woods. Bounce pass across the baseline. Brewer for three. Off the front iron, and a rebound by Leah DeVries, and I believe she'll go to the line. Excuse me, that's Olivia Hansen. I'm sorry. Saw the long ponytail, and I had the wrong number there.
Yeah, Olivia did a good job of coming down with that rebound and fighting through the contact. Gets rewarded going to the free throw line.
I'm sorry, folks. That's Olivia Hansen, not Leah. So Olivia Hansen at the line, 5'4", ninth grader. Puts it up and in. So Olivia Hansen gets a varsity point here on their first free throw. Olivia Hansen at the line now for her second one on the back end of the bonus. Rolls out, Wild on the board. Both teams in a double bonus here with less than 3 minutes to play. The Eagles bringing it up now. It's Taylor Safransky to the near side. Now back to Safransky. Turnaround. They find Wild breaking, but that time Scout Woods and the Lady Huskies intercept the pass.
Good job anticipating the play there by Scout.
Little 15-footer, no good. And rebound on the weak side, brought down by Marissa Burian. She's going to bring it up into the front court. Little Euro step there. Off the glass, underneath, no good by Feldner. And it'll be Husky ball.
Hey, you can tell Coach Stefanski definitely teaches that Euro step. We've seen a lot of the Davies players using that move throughout the lane.
Hansen inballs the ball to Model. She's guarded there by Vettel. Now Scout Woods spins at the free throw line. Left-handed shot up. A little bit too high off the glass, and they get it up ahead to Vettel. Picked up there by Model. Marissa Burian down low. Gets it out high now to Taylor Safransky. Little 15-footer. Weak side rebound putback is good by Marissa Burian.
Another second chance points. I mean, it's got to be over half their points are coming off of offensive rebounds.
Model gets it over to Hanson, and she gets fouled from behind, so Olivia is going to go to the line once again, and that foul there was by Taylor Safransky. Abby Brunson's coming to the scorer's table to check in. Emma was going to come in there, Emma Bonches, but I see he pulled her back and put Abby Bronson over there instead. I suppose he maybe remembered that, okay, with a minute 28, maybe we don't want to send Emma in. Abby Brunson comes in for Scout Woods. Olivia Hanson misses her first free throw. 5'4" freshman. Puts it up. That side misses. Blado on the offensive board. Puts it up. She'll go to the line for two. And a foul there, I believe, is going to be on Feldner.
Smart play. You know, she was able to get up there and get the offensive rebound. Whenever you're feeling contact down there, it's best just to go straight up because you're about going to the free throw line every time.
Kylie Blado signed a letter of intent to go to Northern and do high jumping for them. As Blado misses her first.
Good for her. Congratulations.
Yeah. A very good high jumper. There, that one's good. I know we're talking about it in the coaches show during cross country and stuff, and Coach Watson says, I want to see some of that high jumping when she's on the basketball court.
I would tell Grace Konzemius the last few years the same exact thing.
You sure? And a rebound on the miss there by the Eagles. And a kick out top to Vettel. Cross-court pass near side Franks for three. Whistle before the shot. Before the shot basket is not good.
Yep. I noticed that right away, too. That was a moving screen from Alex Feldner. She just came out with the arms there and wasn't set on the screen. It was a good call.
Feldner picks up her second personal. Good call there, Coach. I didn't see it. Again, the full court pressure drops off now. As the Eagles drop back, looks like man-to-man there. Again, quick hands by Vettel, ties up Model. Vettel going to go in for the layup, and a hammer by Model. And going to the line for two is going to be number 2, Kennedy Vettel, as Model picks up the foul. Might have been a little bit of frustration there from the Lady Huskies, Coach.
Yeah, she earned all that one.
Yep. Vettel rings the first one. Kumo checks in for Lydia Model. And rims out, but nobody gets the ball except Feldner picks it up. Tipped away, controlled by the Eagles. Bounce pass down low, a little 5-footer, no good.
Good recovery. Good help defense.
Kumo pushes it, but she kicks it out to Blado, and an intended pass over to Hanson. Picking it off as Vettel up and off the rim, no good. And a rebound put back by Wild, no good. That time Vettel, a backwards layup over the top of her head. Big smile on her face. She got two. She'll go to the line for the and one, and the foul was on Blado.
And her first layup attempt there that she missed, I think she was thinking about that play probably on the last possession.
Yeah, I think you're right. Scout Woods is going to check in now. Kylie Blado will go sit down. Kind of holding her knee a little bit there, Coach. Maybe tweak the knee on the collision.
Yeah, knee or maybe even a hamstring.
Could be. Kumo's coming the other way with 20 seconds to go. Goes up and around. No good. Gets her own rebound. Put back for two.
Contact there for sure as well.
44-18. Pass into Wild just in front of the free throw line. Kicks it out to Vettel for three. Miss. Back up by Felder. No good. And that expires on the first half. On the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, the Davies Eagles 44. The Wahpeton Lady Huskies 18. We'll be right back for the OSPTI halftime show right after these messages.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, drying, cleaning, and marketing your grain to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain has been saving farmers for years, rewarding them with reasonable prices on purchases and fair deals when they sell. Talk to Kelly or Brad about the many services they offer. Red River Grain in Breckenridge. Call 643-3738. Football at Casey's has become somewhat of a tradition. Whether it's a night out with your old teammates to reminisce about how great your team was, or if you're hooking up with friends to watch a Vikings game on a Sunday afternoon. Memories are made at the corner. Continue the tradition at Casey's.
The holiday season is upon us, and it's not too early to get your Christmas letter and holiday greeting cards ordered. Bold Print in Wahpeton is your greeting card headquarters. Looking for that special personalized gift? Bold Print offers custom canvas prints and framing. And new to Bold Print is their custom decal machine, which is great to promote your business. Give them a call today, 642-2188, or check them out online, useboldprint.com.
Redwood Human Services Foundation provides services to people with disabilities, which enhances their quality of lives and enables them to live, work, and develop relationships in their communities. Redwood Human Services Foundation has multiple direct support professional positions available in their Wahpeton, Fargo, and West Fargo locations. Job opportunities include flexible scheduling, competitive wages, on-site paid training, and life experience. Voted #1 place to work for the past 5 years. Join their team and apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services Foundation supports all local area sports activities and wishes everyone the best of luck.
It feels like you're at a bigger university. Right now I won't have any debts, and I might even gain a little extra money through scholarships. There's so many job opportunities. My name is Emily, and I'm here for my future.
I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to around campus. I for sure will look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
Comdell Innovation is looking for individuals with a solid work history to join our production team. We work in a clean, bright facility that's 68 degrees all year round. Our manufacturing processes and equipment are state-of-the-art, and a variety of shifts are available Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. 4 crew 12-hour shifts are rotating. Straight days or straight night shifts are available. 4 crew shifts are from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. with a $3 per hour night shift premium. Benefits are available within 90 days of hire. Applications are available at our office at 2100 15th Street North in Wahpeton, or you can find them online at www.comdellinnovation.com. We are an employee-owned company. Come and check us out at Comdell Innovation and see if what we do is a fit.
Experience no sneaky fees with America's best checking. Switch to a bank you'll love. Bell Bank, with 2 convenient locations in the Twin Towns, 717 2nd Avenue North in Wahpeton and 214 5th Street North in Breckenridge. Check them out online at bellbank.com. Bell Bank, proud to support area high school athletics.
When you dine at the Wilkin Drink and Eatery, you're among friends. So relax and enjoy everything from sizzling sirloins, mouth-watering seafood, vibrant salads, and crowd-pleasing desserts. The Wilkin also serves the best pizza in town, dine-in or carry-out after 5. The Wilkin Drink and Eatery, gracing Minnesota Avenue since 1897.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to Three Borders Sports Network. We're at Husky Gymnasium here at halftime in the OSPTI Halftime Show. We want to thank OSPTI for being our halftime sponsor. For all your sports-related injuries, contact the professionals at OSPTI with locations in Hankinson, Fergus Falls, and, of course, in Breckenridge. Joe Schreiner here, and I'm joined by Coach Austin Emdeck of the Cowgirls squad. And Coach, I'm sure you used OSPTI once or twice for your team.
Absolutely. We got Sydney on the team.
Yeah.
Mom. A lot of our athletes do a lot of working out there in the summer. Great resource to have in the Twin Towns.
So we thank OSPTI. I also want to thank Vaterstad and Wilrich. Wilrich produces a wide variety of tillage equipment with a reputation for toughness as well as innovation. Wilrich products are characterized by quality and strength, and many of these products set the standard for the entire industry. Wilrich manufactures primary tillage and secondary tillage equipment, including chisel plows, field cultivators, and rippers. See your local Wilrich, Concord, or Wishick dealer for more information. New sponsor of ours. We don't have a commercial ready yet for them, so I had to do that one. Coach, what do you tell the girls? It's 44-18 at halftime here. You're Coach Watson down in the locker room, let's say, and you've got a team here that's third ranked in the state. You held with them for the first 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes of the first half, and then things went backwards, and the Huskies maybe scored 6 points here in the final 8 minutes.
Yeah. And you got to go back to what was working for you. First of all, you got to keep them off the glass. They're getting way too many second chance points, easy layups. And then you got to get back to trying to get to the rim, and whatever that may be for the Husky offense, they got to try to free some people up and get to the rim and put the pressure on the defense. You're not going to get it all back in one play, so you got to chip away, get to the free throw line, maybe continue to get them in foul trouble. They had 10+ team fouls too, so come attack some of those players that are sitting at 2 fouls and see what can happen. The other thing too is Coach Watson's got them sitting in a 2-3 zone. I don't see Davies being a type of team that's going to sit and hold the ball, but that's something that may happen if you stay in that 2-3 zone. You might need to switch it up and go man-to-man or put some full-court pressure on them. You did give up 44 in the first half, so expect some sort of defensive adjustment as well. Okay,
one of the other things, too, Coach, that we talked about during the first half was the possession of the Lady Huskies and the turnovers, intercepted passes, just like we saw down here on the 5th and 6th graders down there. But the anticipation of the Davies Eagles and the quickness of their hands, just talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
How do you try, and you said a couple things during the broadcast, but how do you talk about that in the locker room, and can you talk about that in the locker room?
Well, again, you got to fake a pass, make a pass. That's always the first step, but then it depends kind of what you're running on offense, too. Maybe you want to start setting some ball screens so they can't be so overly aggressive, jumping the wing, and you got to start looking at some backdoor cuts, because if a team's really aggressive offensively, generally that's going to open them up for backdoor cuts or counter moves. So that's what Wahpeton's got to start looking for.
All right, so there you have it, the words from Coach Emdeck here. And again, we got a text message from Joel and Roseanne Lisney. Thank you, Joel and Roseanne. They said, Coach Emdeck, you're doing a nice job. So
appreciate it.
Thank you very much for the comments, Joel and Roseanne, faithful viewers of Three Borders Sports Network. Folks, if you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, we'd appreciate that. It's free of charge. Just hit, if you're watching on YouTube, click that subscribe button and click the little bell icon, and you will get notifications when we go live. And again, we're at halftime here at Husky Gymnasium, 44-18 in favor of the Davies Eagles on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have half number 2 right after this.
Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck. Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today. Three Rivers Crisis Center is offering support to survivors of domestic violence, sexual violence, and child abuse in Richland County for now over 25 years. It's free and strictly confidential. 24/7 access to support and resources including counseling. Get help, identify abuse, plan for safety, support others, and get involved. Three Rivers Crisis Center's 24-hour crisis line is 701-642-2115.
It feels like you're at a bigger university. Right now I won't have any debts, and I might even gain a little extra money through scholarships. There's so many job opportunities. My name is Emily, and I'm here for my future.
I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. I for sure look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my...
Have you ever considered chiropractic for your family? Dr. Andrea and the staff at Hornstein Family Chiropractic love to see families. With 16 years of experience seeing brand new babies, pregnant women, toddlers, teens, athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is a family affair.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports, everybody. I'm Joe Schreiner, joined by Austin Emdeck, head coach of the Cowgirls basketball team, doing the color commentary tonight for me, helping me out a little bit. Thanks, Coach.
You bet. My pleasure.
And I appreciate you being here as we're going to start the second half. The Eagles lead the Huskies 44-18, and we are just about ready here for the next half here. And again, like you said down there, Coach, just got to correct some of these errors and take a breath and do the things right that you need to do.
Yeah, effort's going to be the first thing. We got to keep that effort up. Like I said, you're not going to get it all back in one chunk, so you got to chip away, got to stay consistent, got to stay disciplined.
Eagles going to inbound down below us here, and we're going to get the second half started here. As coming into the front court is going to be Taylor Safransky. Back over to Taylor, now over to Ashton Safransky. She likes that three-point shot, and that's nothing but net. She's got a couple of them tonight, Coach, and she's in double digits with 10.
Yeah, they're not afraid to take that college range three-pointer at all.
Again, pressure defense here as they start out, and then it's a turnover, and it causes the turnover by the Lady Huskies, and we'll go back to the Eagles side of the court. Again, the Safransky girls not afraid to pull that three-point trigger shot, like you said, from college range even. There she's got another wide open look. Pulls the trigger, that time off the back iron. And Kumo gets the board. She gets it up ahead now to Allard for three. Quick shot, and nothing but air on that one, and it's rebounded underneath by Marissa Burry, and she read that one well on the weak side.
Yeah, very much so.
Taylor Safransky. Bomb from way deep. That was at least 5 feet beyond the arc. And double dribble by Lydia Model. Again, the pressure defense just stifling the Huskies on offense.
And here we see the Huskies. They were in 1-3-1 there for a second. It looks like they might be going back to 2-3. And they are.
Taylor Safransky out on top. Sets up the offense. Comes to the near side. Kumo almost intercepts it. And it is going to be off of the hands. I believe that was Wacha down below us. And it'll be Husky ball.
And it won't be a steal for Kumo in the stat sheet, but she definitely forces that turnover, putting pressure on the D. Good read.
Kumo shouts out to her teammates, clear out, let me get the ball up into the front court, which was a good idea. One-on-one's a lot easier than one-on-two, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Scott Woods makes the drive and gets the foul. Go ahead, Coach.
Whenever you can get two to guard one, that's when you know you're going to have an opening somewhere, and if you can swing that ball around, find that open shooter, that's where you're going to have success.
So the third foul now on Ashton Safransky. Inbound pass to Model along the baseline. To Woods. Woods penetrates, got the easy shot, the easy layup for two. Scout Woods. She had 5 in the first half, and now she's got 7 total. Down low, shot up, no good, a little bit short. Tipped out, back out to Ashton Safransky. Now to Taylor. Backs all way out high to the top circle near the Husky logo. Burian drives off the Wild, a little bit too hard off the glass. Allard with the board, and again, another intercepted pass by the Eagles. Kumo takes that one back down after a couple of tips, and Kumo brings it up into the front court. Finds Model and down low, and again, another steal by Ashton Safransky.
She has got another one that's just, she's had her hands on fingertips on a ton of passes tonight.
At that time, Lydia Model steals one from behind on Safransky, and there's another shuffle of feet, and Lunenburg turns it over.
That's the one. There's that shuffle we were talking about in the first half, and you see a player reaction like that often, too. It's like, what? There's no way I did anything there, because it doesn't feel like you're doing anything wrong, but you just don't get that ball down quick enough.
I think I did that a few times, Coach. I think I had that reaction.
I definitely am guilty many times.
47-20. Bounce pass on the near side. Burian Puts it up, short, no good. Allard hustles for the board. Left-handed dribble along the sideline, gets up into the front court, spins, and again another steal by Wild. And underneath there is Burry and Allard. It'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Lady Huskies.
Allard did a good job of keeping that defender on her hip and getting downhill, but she just got a little too deep into the lane, and that's where you're going to get, the help defense digging in and getting hands on that ball.
So Allard's going to bring it inbounds for the Lady Huskies. Gets it over to Model, and again, Vettel almost gets the steal away from Model. Allard for three, and Iana Allard with the three.
Needed it.
And a quick timeout there by Coach Safransky. She's going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here, Coach. And again, it was a big point there and a big point for the Lady Huskies to at least get some offense going here to start the second half.
Yep. Still like to see Wahpeton try to get into the lane and put some pressure on this Davies defense, and the backdoor cuts, and they're just overplaying everything right now. So it's there.
And like you said, Coach, there's some of the Eagles players, again, Ashton Safransky, I think she's on the bench right now, but she's got 3 fouls. Alex Feldner with 2, and Macy Wielden with 2, the 6'2" footer. It looks like she's coming back in or not. Nope, she's going back to the bench. But again, Ava Wild with just 1 foul. She's got 9 points on the night.
Now I see Wahpeton manned up. It's man-to-man defense for the first time tonight.
Coach Watson switching it up. Wild turnaround jumper on Woods is up and in. So
really good defense by Woods, just better offense. That's a talented shot. Used her height advantage there.
Model almost loses control there on the pressure by Franks. Model spins, gives it off to Kumo, and it's tipped out of bounds there by Taylor Safransky. It'll be Husky ball down in the corner. So Kumo is going to inbound it. Looks for somebody to get it to. Tries to get it to Lunenburg, and it's tipped away there by the Eagles. And they get another steal. Out to the top of the key, now to the near side. They go to Watchog along the baseline. Tries to go up and gets hammered. And a foul by Kumo. So that's going to send Ashley Watchog to the line.
Going to be Kumo's third as well. Fairly early in the second half. Interesting to see what Watson will do here.
So 3 fouls on McKenna Kumo. The first free throw is good by Watcha. I've got her down for 11. The scoreboard agrees with me. I'm doing something right here, Coach.
That's right. Oh, you're doing a lot of things right, Joe.
Second free throw is good. Allard gets the inbound pass. Gets up to the center line and crosses. Gives it over to Kumo now. And the Lady Huskies going to set up their offense. Kumo spins at the top of the arc. Turns around, gives it over to Model for 3. Short. Rebounded on a long rebound by Watcha, and she's going to bring it up on the near side. There's a nice intercepted and a read there by Model, but just couldn't quite control it. She had the timing right, but just couldn't quite control it.
Right off the fingertips.
Watcha looking for cutters underneath, and Woods tips it away. Good anticipation of the Huskies on the defensive side of the ball there by Scout Woods. Davies trying to set up there. Offensive play underneath the bucket here.
Really spreading them out.
Wild kicks it out high. Franks stops, gets it over to Taylor Safransky for 3. Off the back iron, Kumo on the board. Little elbow throw there by McKenna. Gets it up ahead to Scout. Scout's got to try and save it, but it goes right into the hands of Taylor Safransky. Up ahead, bounce pass to Wild. Wild saves it, but it goes right into Model's hands. She gets double teamed down low, and she's going to have trouble getting it out of there. Spins, and they call her for the travel. Wasn't much she could do on that one. Getting double teamed down low, she wasn't getting the help she needed, Coach.
Yeah, no, Lady Huskies just weren't rallying back to the ball. They were worried about getting out in transition and lost the sight of the fact that she was getting double teamed.
So Ava Wild going to inbound here with 13-14 to go. She gets everybody in motion, goes out deep to Marissa Burian. Cross-court pass to Taylor Safransky to the left elbow jumper. Off the back iron, off the top of the backboard, and it's controlled on the other side by Wacha. Taylor Safransky with a fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock, sets it up again.
Had to reset, realize that, Wahpeton is back in the 2-3 zone here.
Turnaround jumper just inside the free throw line for Wacha. Nice turnaround jumper, Coach.
Yeah, and getting that ball into the high post again. That's the zone killer.
Coach Watson wants everybody to clear. Scout brings it up into the front, loses control, and it's going to go out of bounds. And it was kicked last by Scout Woods, and it'll be Husky ball. Amaya Max checks in for the first time in the second half, along with Emma Bonches.
One thing I noticed about Scout is she's got a really quick first step. We got to try to keep getting her the hands on her ball and see if she can keep ripping and get to the lane.
Pass down low and up in. It looked like there was a defensive missed assignment there, Coach.
Yeah,
Marissa Burian for 2.
And always common after a substitution, that miscommunication.
And Coach Watson wants to talk about it there on that miscommunication and settle his defense down here. We'll take a timeout as well on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. 12-11 left to go here in second half. It's 55-20.
1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
Washing your car just got a whole lot cheaper. With All Seasons Car Wash Unlimited plans, you can wash your car whenever you want for as little as $29.99 per month. You can even wash your pet at All Seasons Car Wash. So this winter, keep your vehicle and your pet clean with help from All Seasons Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1300 4th Avenue South, next to Tractor Supply Company in Wahpeton. To enroll in an unlimited car wash plan, please visit allseasonscw.com.
All Seasons Car Wash. There you go. All right, we're back here on Three Borders Sports Network. All Seasons Car Wash, one of our new sponsors. Kumo breaks the double team, gets through. It's swatted away right into the hands of Bonches. She'll get it out to Model at the top of the key. Back down low to Emma. Emma in the paint. Little shake and bake. Move up off the glass. Underhand move for 2.
Very nice Euro step from Emma there.
Nice move from Emma. 30-point lead for the Eagles, 55-25 with under 12 to play. And trying to make some space there is Wacha, and she'll get it over to Burian. Now over to Taylor Safransky between the circles. Opposite side to Franks. And again, maybe a little bit more frustration there from Scout Woods as she's whistled for the push on Ava Wild. Scout's first personal foul.
Come back to the corner. I think every team in America runs that play, but it is so hard to guard.
Kumo on the weak side, rebound. I think Coach Watson has said that before up here. What does he call that play? He said the same thing you did, though. Everybody in America runs that play.
And they get it in to that wing. Reversal pass to the top, and the wing just goes back and screens.
Another nice move by Emma Bonches for 2 more.
Yep, nice strong finish there. Get a few more of that and see if we can keep chipping away here.
Taylor Safransky goes. Shot from the right elbow, no good, but a nice offensive rebound over the top of Amaya Max for the point is Wacha.
And a little different full court press here. It's more of a run and jump.
Emma was trying to go to the basket for her 3rd layup in a row, and this time Ava Wild said, no, you're not. I'm going to go up right up against you.
No, we're going to make you earn these ones. But
Yep,
Emma got to keep going to what's working right now. Keep feeding it.
Emma missed a free throw in the first half. She's got a chance to make up for it right here. And she got it. So Emma with 5 points here on the evening, all in the second half. Substitutions coming in. Feldner checks in, along with Vettel. Emma's second free throw is nothing but net.
Let's see if the Lady Huskies can go on a little run here.
57-29, 28-point lead. Ashton Safransky back in the game, brings it into the front court. The sophomore. Almost a double dribble. Some folks down below me were hauling for double dribble.
It was close. I think she did keep her hand off it, though.
Oh, now we got a reach foul from behind. I believe that'll be on Max, or is it going to be on Woods? It's going to be on Woods. So Scott Woods picks up her second foul. Huskies put the Eagles to the line early with the bonus, and they've only picked up their third team foul here in the second half so far. I'll watch. That's the announcer's jinx there. Ava Wild again. Good defense there by Scout Woods, causes Ava Wild to travel.
Yeah, good positioning there. She's kept her verticality, as you'll hear a lot of referees say. And
pressure defense drops back now for the Davies Eagles. Max, top of the key. Looks for Bonchus in the paint. Turnaround jumper by Emma is good. Nice little 10-footer there from Emma.
Yeah, good look. Nice little curl cut.
Curl cut, there you go. That's one I got to use.
Yep.
And the Huskies biting into that lead a little bit. 57-31, and a nice cut there by Ashton Safransky. Nice pass from, I believe that was Franks.
And that, Joe, we call that one a UCLA cut. When we get to the cutting straight to the hoop.
Good play there by the Eagles. Allard over to Max, almost a travel. Max with the Euro step kind of thing there again, and Max gets away with it for two.
I think that's the thing that's changed with the game so much in the last few years, Joe, is all these players are so fundamental, and all these moves have name. You know, the Euro step and so many different moves that these kids are learning at such a young age now.
Isn't that something? Off the glass there, no good, and the rebound by Max. Bettel had the shot at the layup. Launches up ahead, tries to go to the baseline, and a blocking foul is going to be whistled there against Carly Franks. Emma's not going to go to the line, but she at least got the foul, and the Huskies will get the ball out of bounds. As Luneberg checks in for Woods, and Kumo checks in for Model. So Max going to inbound underneath there for the Huskies with 9:04 remaining on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Looking for somebody to get it to. Into Bonchus down low, turnaround, up off the glass. That time it was either body checked by Wacha or partially blocked. Safransky with a shot. Went up high and came right straight back down for Taylor Safransky.
And I thought from up here, Joe, that it hit the angle iron up there. But
I did too.
They don't agree on court level.
Yeah, I thought so from up here. It looked like that too, but Kumo hands it off to Max to the right side of the paint. Now Bonch at the free throw line. She said, I'm going to take it down low, and she's intended for Max. And it went off of her hands after the deflection by the Eagles, and it'll be Eagle ball. 61-33, 8.5 to go.
See a little token pressure of Wahpeton's own here. Not a full-on, full court press trying to trap and jump and things like that, but just putting a little pressure on him.
Taylor Safransky to the right side baseline. Got a whistle outside there, and it's going to be whistled against Amaya Max. I have her down for three. We'll see if the scoreboard agrees. It does. So it'll be a ball out of bounds on the far side underneath the basket. They're going to wheel it around here to the near side. Again, same play, run by everybody, and Kumo runs over the defender.
Yeah, same play. They just went to the weak side this time.
Yep. So Kumo's going to get whistled for the foul. That'll be her fourth, as she ran over Ashley Wacha, and Scout Woods is going to come back in a hurry for Kumo. Kumo checks out with 4 points. 8:08 remaining. Back to Taylor Safransky. Looks good, a little bit strong. Was right in line with me here, Coach, and I thought it was right down the bottom. Shot up, no good. Battle for the boards. It's going to be Husky ball. Taylor Safransky took that three-pointer. I was right in line with it. You're probably pretty close to it, too.
Yeah.
It looked like it was spot on, but just a little too strong.
Just caught that back iron, and Lady Huskies got to realize, too, long shots equal long rebounds, and they just got a little too under the hoop there, and it bounced over. But luckily, Davies throws it away.
Model gets it to Bonches at the free throw line. Emma wants to take it to the basket again, and she does, and gets 2 more. Open lane, Emma takes advantage.
Really strong half from Bonches.
Yeah, she got all 10 in the second half. Bounce pass to Wielden. At the left elbow, over to Taylor Safransky. Little jumper from outside, no good. Scout Woods on the board. We're going to go the other way. Model. Down low to Lunenburg for 3.
Oh.
And there's a foul by Wielden as Lunenburg hit the floor.
A real aggressive box out. Hope she's all right. Walking it off.
Yep, she's going back there. So that'll be Wielden's 3rd personal foul. And Taya Lunenburg going to the line for the rare 3-point free throw. Not too often you see fouls on the 3. It does happen, don't get me wrong, Coach, but you've probably seen it more than I have. But
yeah, no, it's not called too often. We had one last night that.
Oh, did you?
Kind of a phantom one, but Carsey Materi got hit for one last night that.
And how did your Cowgirls do last night, as long as you brought it up?
You know, we battled hard, but Holly's a good team. We lost 56-51 last night in a hard-fought game. We had our chances and just came up on the short end of the stick this time. We just shoot the ball very well. Our pretty low shooting percentages, and some days they go in and some days they don't. You know, got to be able to control what you control, and I thought we played pretty well. I was happy with the girls' effort.
Lunenburg gets all 3. And again, it was a good game by the girls last night. They played well.
And here we go. You know, the Lady Huskies are showing that hustle, showing effort. They're clawing back into this thing. No matter what, there's always something to learn during a basketball game.
Ava Wild checks back in. She hands the ball off to Ashton Safransky. She goes to the hoop and draws the foul against Taya Lunenburg. It's 3 on Taya. Safransky's free throw is a little bit off the back iron. Safransky so far, Ashton Safransky, I should say, with 12 points. And misses that free throw as well. A good box out there underneath by Lunenburg. Up ahead to Bonches. Emma does a little pivot move there. Tries to get it over to Lunenburg. We're going to say it's a jump ball. And the possession arrow goes to the Eagles.
That's the same thing I talked to my girls a lot about. It was the right look from Emma there, just a second late on that pass.
Just a little bit late. She watches the film, she'll see that too.
Yep.
Shot out on top, wide open, 5 feet beyond the arc, up and in for Marissa Burian.
Yeah, Allard got her feet tangled up with someone else, and that's what opened her up.
Yep.
Unfortunate event there.
Model gets the block. Or the screen, I should say, from Scout Woods.
It looked like Model wanted to step into her own 3-point shot about 5 feet behind. There's the back door cut, Coach.
Oh, it was there. Just the pass was off a little bit. Again, just a little bit behind again, just like you talked about. Maybe
a little bounce pass there that would have let her a little bit more. But there you go again with Davies getting them fingertips on the ball. Man, are they good at that.
Yep. McKenna Brewer checks in. Kumo checks in.
And they're deep in the corner, deep as they can be.
They are, both feet right on the corner.
And it
opens it up for Scout Woods coming in.
Good design.
You made notes of that one, so when you play in the border battle, you've got that one down in your head, huh?
Yeah. Well, Brian gets to watch us a
I
little
know,
bit more than I get to watch them, so he gets the advantage there. It goes both ways.
That's right. I told him I was going to have you on tonight, and he said, well, yeah, sure, you're going to let him scout us. And I said, well, you do the same thing when you're in there. Ava Wild puts it in for 2. He said, yeah, I know, I'm just giving you a hard time. So I said,
I think one way or the other, a coach is going to get game film on their opponent regardless.
Nowadays,
so.
It's out there for everybody. Lunenburg with a nice move to the bucket. Taya gets 2.
Real nice footwork from Taya.
24-point lead here with 5:40 to go. Safransky, Ashton all the way to the bucket. Underhand layup, up and in for 2.
And that's one that frustrates the coach because she split 2 help side defenders there that just weren't turned around and wasn't seeing the ball. You got to see the ball at all times.
Woods looks for a cutting Kumo. She puts it up off the glass too hard, but she's fouled in the process, and I believe that foul is going to be on Franks, I think, was number 3.
There we see it again. The backside official, the official in the front court making that call.
That's 3 on Franks. You're right there, Coach. 2 shots here for McKenna Coolmo so far with 4 points on the night. She's got 4 fouls. Coolmo's first free throw is good. Well, next week here, Coach, we got a busy week. We got the Breckenridge boys on Tuesday over taking on Barnesville. Then on Thursday, the Breckenridge girls are taking on Underwood. We'll have that on Three Borders Sports Network.
And that's going to be a battle. They're one of the better teams in the section. Well-coached, well-disciplined team. Should be a good one.
Kumo sinks the second one. And Barnesville's 6A as well, aren't they? Or they're AA.
Barnesville's still in, 8 AA.
That's right, 8 AA.
Yep, our old section. We got bumped down to single A this year, a little smaller class.
Kumo comes the other way to Lunenburg, now way up high. Into the paint she goes, left-handed little jumper, no good. Ava Wild, the 6-footer, gets the rebound. She'll hand it off to Taylor Safransky. Up ahead they go, a little jumper from the side on the baseline, no good. Jumper by Wacha, and there's Ava Wild cutting to the basket for 2. Lunenburg jumper just inside the arc. No good. Weak side rebound.
Got to get back.
By Franks.
Oh, Davies decides to slow it up for once.
Davies going to slow it down a little bit with 4:20 to go. Kylie Blado comes over to the scorer's table. She'll be checking in shortly. Taylor Safransky all the way into the paint, puts it up, and rolls in. She got the roll. Taylor Safransky with 2. Model to Kumo. Kumo backs up. She's guarded there by Taylor Safransky. Got a whistle and a timeout. Got a timeout on the floor by Coach Watson with 3:56 to go on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, 74-45. We'll be right back.
Bundling auto and home insurance is a great way to save money and precious time. Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent in Breckenridge, will make it easy and convenient with your local, fully licensed staff ready to help make sure you're protecting the things that mean the most to you. Their team is ready and knowledgeable in farm insurance, life insurance, business, home, and auto insurance. So stop by or call Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent on Minnesota Avenue in Breckenridge, or call 643-8511. Football at Casey's has become somewhat of a tradition. Whether it's a night out with your old teammates to reminisce about how great your team was, or if you're hooking up with friends to watch a Vikings game on a Sunday afternoon. Memories are made at the corner. Continue the tradition at Casey's.
All right, welcome back to Husky Gymnasium. We're going back to action here as Lydia Model gets the inbound pass. As we come out of the timeout, the Huskies have 10 seconds remaining here on the shot clock. Emma Bonches gets to the right elbow. She's going to hand it back to Brewer. 6 seconds. We just talked about the shot clock during the break there, Coach, and we got a whistle and a charge on Kumo, and I think that's 5 on her.
That's too bad. You get in a situation where the clock's running down. You got to get a shot up, and runs herself into a charge there.
Hallie Miller checks in, 9th grader for the Huskies. She checks in, gets her first varsity action tonight. Yeah, we talked about the shot clock during the break there, Coach. Minnesota approved it for the 23-24 season?
Yeah, so not next, but the year after. I suppose they're just giving time for people to buy equipment and get shot clock operators and things like that.
Miller with the rebound. She's going to bring it up the right side, looks for Model, gets it over to her. Blado for 3. Off the side iron, and it's going to be rebounded underneath by Taylor Safransky. So you were looking for it too, and were you in favor of it? Did you want to see it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think a majority of Minnesota coaches have been kind of lobbying this for quite a few years, maybe even before I started my head coaching tenure. It's been a long thing in Minnesota, and it passed with flying colors.
Coach Safransky's looking for help on that one. She's not going to get it. It was tipped by the Eagles on that pass and went out of bounds. Coach Safransky up by 30 points, still working the referees with 3 minutes to go.
And what we were talking about in half two, Joe, is how much does it really come into play? And I think tonight, that was the third time that the shot clocks really came into play and forced a shot up, if you will. So it's less than you think, but it just changes the style of the game.
And like you mentioned off air there, Coach, is Davies Eagles for a three-pointer from Franks. No good. Long rebound by Model. Pushing it up, finds Emma just about out of her reach, but she puts it up with the left hand in for two. So Emma Bonches hits the scorebooks again, and got a timeout here as we got a quick substitution change. I don't know if this is a timeout. Is it a timeout? Or
they are going to use it.
They're going to use it.
Just a sub change, but
so we'll just keep it here for a few more seconds, Coach. Then we will come back here, of course, at the conclusion of the game. We will have our post-game show brought to you by Red River Grain and NDSCS, and then Coach Watson will be up here after he's done in the locker room. He'll come up and chat for a few minutes with us. But I also want to mention Vaterstad and Wilrich. They're our new sponsors as well. We don't have a commercial for them yet, but Wilrich produces a wide variety of tillage equipment and reputation for toughness as well as innovation. Wilrich products are characterized by quality and strength, and many of these products set the standard for the entire industry. Wilrich manufactures primary tillage and secondary tillage equipment, including chisel plows, field cultivators, and rippers. See your local Wilrich, Concord, or Wishick dealer for more information. Thanks to them. All right, Coach, and again, we're less than 3 minutes to play, 2.5 minutes to play. Again, you don't want to see anybody get hurt either at this stage of the game.
Absolutely not. And got an accidental buzz there.
Yep.
They're going to play through it.
They're going to play through it, so it's a good thing.
But the Huskies keep playing hard, and they've whittled down. They got it back to 28 points, and they're doing a good job of playing good D, staying in it. Emma Bonches had a really strong second half.
She tried to get the defensive steal there. I should try and name off some of the Eagles players here that checked in at that timeout. Shot up and in good. That was by Tally Thule. She gets her first points of the night. Let's see, also checked in for Davies is Fallon Passanante. How about that? Bonches went up, tried to get the bucket in the end one, but she'll draw the foul and go to the line for two.
Good footwork, being patient in the post and getting rewarded for it.
Camille Derringer in for the Eagles along with Brooke Everson. Who am I missing? Bonches' first free throw is off the mark. Mariah Burrian is in, 5'6" freshman. So I think I got all the Davies Eagles players in as Lunenburg looks to be coming in for Emma after this free throw if it's made. Emma's free throw is good.
Well, if we don't see Emma tonight, which we probably don't, hats off for a great second half performance.
She had a great second half after she got in foul trouble early in the first. Came back and had a good second half. She never did pick up another foul either. 76-46. The Eagles working the ball around Thule. Everson now down to the baseline on a dribble drive. Pass deflected there by Hansen, but taken away back again by Everson. Out for three. Three-point shot. Off the iron. No good. Shot by Passanante. Amaya Max down to Lunenburg and to reach over the top. There's going to be a foul on Camille Derringer, 5'11" junior. It's going to send Lunenburg to the line for the bonus. 1:11 to go. Do the kids nowadays have a chance to choose their own sneakers, their own tennis shoes?
Oh, man, there's so many different options.
I know.
It's just ridiculous.
The teams don't, what am I trying to say? Demand you have to wear, I don't know.
Certain color, things like that.
Yeah.
I tried a little bit, but the girls were like, hey, can I get this? Can I get that? And I guess I let it slip a little bit. If I got any of the cowgirls listening at home, they're probably laughing right now because they know how that's gone. But
you don't win that battle, huh?
No. And, when I was playing, and I always like a good look when teams are unified, and they don't necessarily have to have a team shoe, but, having your team colors. And that's just the old school in me, I guess. But all these flashy colors and these new shoes these days, I mean, it's kind of cool, but I like the team aspect of it, too.
I do, too, yeah. We were always told we either had to wear maroon or white. Our colors when I was in high school was maroon and white, and so our shoes either had to be maroon, which was rare back in those days for Converse or Adidas or anybody to have. But
we were blue and silver, white. So oddly enough, blue was kind of hard to find. We had a royal blue, like a Duke Blue Devil blue, They're hard to find sometimes, but that always looks sharp.
So back the other way we go, and Passanante tipped away there almost by Max, but controlling it is Everson. About a 10-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Little 10-foot jumper there, up and in for Passanante. She's got 2.
Smooth jumper from her. Good form.
Hanson takes it to the hoop and rolls off the iron, and that will be your final score here on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Your final score: the Lady Huskies fall to the Davies Eagles 78-48. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back with our post-game show brought to you by NDSCS and Red River Grain. Coming up next with myself and head coach of the Cowgirls, that's Austin Emdeck. We'll be right back.
It feels like you're at a bigger university. Right now I won't have any debt, and I might even gain a little extra money through scholarships. There's so many job opportunities. My name is Emily, and I'm here for my future.
Going to NDSCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. I for sure will look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
Red River Human Services Foundation provides services to people with disabilities, which enhances their quality of lives and enable them to live, work, and develop relationships in their communities. Red River Human Services Foundation has multiple direct support professional positions available in their Wahpeton, Fargo, and West Fargo locations. Job opportunities include flexible scheduling, competitive wages, on-site paid training, and life experience. Voted #1 place to work for the past 5 years, join their team and apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services Foundation supports all local area sports activities and wishes everyone the best of luck.
Experience no sneaky fees with America's best checking. Switch to a bank you'll love. Bell Bank, with 2 convenient locations in the Twin Towns, 717 2nd Avenue North in Wahpeton and 214 5th Street North in Breckenridge. Check them out online at bellbank.com. Bell Bank, proud to support area high school athletics.
Since 1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
Washing your car just got a whole lot cheaper. With All Seasons Car Wash Unlimited plans, you can wash your car whenever you want for as little as $29.99 per month. You can even wash your pet at All Seasons Car Wash. So this winter, keep your vehicle and your pet clean with help from All Seasons Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1300 4th Avenue South, next to Tractor Supply Company in Wahpeton. To enroll in an unlimited car wash plan, please visit allseasonscw.com. Football at Casey's has become somewhat of a tradition. Whether it's a night out with your old teammates to reminisce about how great your team was, or if you're hooking up with friends to watch a Vikings game on a Sunday afternoon. Memories are made at the corner. Continue the tradition at Casey's.
The holiday season is upon us, and it's not too early to get your Christmas letter and holiday greeting cards ordered. Bold Print in Wahpeton is your greeting card headquarters. Looking for that special personalized gift? Bold Print offers custom canvas prints and framing. And new to Bold Print is their custom decal machine, which is great to promote your business. Give them a call today, 642-2188, or check them out online, useboldprint.com. When you dine at the Wilkin Drink and Eatery, you're among friends. So relax and enjoy everything from sizzling sirloins, mouth-watering seafood, vibrant salads, and crowd-pleasing desserts. The Wilkin also serves the best pizza in town, dine in or carry out after 5. The Wilkin Drink and Eatery, gracing Minnesota Avenue since 1897.
Experience no sneaky fees with America's best checking. Switch to a bank you'll love. Bell Bank, with 2 convenient locations in the Twin Towns, 717 2nd Avenue North in Wahpeton and 214 5th Street North in Breckenridge. Check them out online at bellbank.com. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, drying, cleaning, and marketing your grain to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain has been saving farmers for years, rewarding them with reasonable prices on purchases and fair deals when they sell. Talk to Kelly or Brad about the many services they offer. Red River Grain in Breckenridge. Call 643-3738.
Welcome back to Husky Gymnasium. Joe Schreiner alongside Austin Emdeck here on Three Borders Sports Network. Thanks for joining us, everybody, here, and welcome to everybody on the...
No matter what time of year...
The second oldest community college in the United States, and also Red River Grain, serving farmers in the Red River Valley for many, many years. Red River Grain and NDSCS, a couple of good sponsors for our post-game show. Again, Austin, it started out pretty decent there for the Lady Huskies, but just couldn't keep up to Davies and the defensive pressure that they had.
Yeah, the defensive pressure created a lot of quick looks for them in transition, and didn't have to run the half-court offense a whole lot. And same goes for Wahpeton. Their transition was working well early on, and when they got down to the half-court offense, it just kind of slowed down, and they had a tough time getting open looks.
So the Lady Huskies fall here to the Davies Eagles, 78-48. They lose by 30. Again, Coach, we kind of added it up here during the break in the intermission here. The Huskies played them pretty even here. It was 34-30 in the second half here. So
yeah, I've kept it a 4-point game in the second half. So definitely made some adjustments, and it was good to see the Huskies, keep their composure, keep the effort high, and had a good second half. So
yeah, good second half here by the Lady Huskies. Let's run down the scoring here for the Davies Eagles. What did I say they had there, Coach? They had how many that scored in the book? 11?
11 or 12.
11 or 12 in the book for the Davies Eagles, led by double figures for Ashton Safransky with 14, 10 for Marissa Burian, 16 for Ashley Wacha, and 15 for Ava Wild. So there's your scoring for the Davies Eagles. We're joined here by head coach of the Lady Huskies, Brian Watson. Brian, thanks for coming up here after the game and visiting with us here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Yeah, no problem, Joe.
All right, Coach, again, a tough loss here for the Lady Huskies. And you talked about it in our pregame chat about the pressure that you expected to see, the full court pressure. And you called it, buddy. You had it. You saw what they brought, and just the defensive pressure that they brought, the anticipation of the passing game, just a lot of turnovers by the Lady Huskies with all that pressure.
Yeah, it's a little bit frustrating. I mean, it's different if I don't tell you what's going to happen and we don't try and prepare for it in practice. But when we talk about it right on the board, we talk about it before the game. Hey, this is what's going to happen. You watch 2 games before yours, and then we go out there and we just weren't prepared. We weren't mentally prepared. I should say we weren't prepared. We weren't mentally prepared for it. So we just have to work through it, and we weren't able to do that as a young team. We just got frustrated, and you can't do that. You have to understand that there's going to be good plays, there's going to be bad plays. You can't rust yourself. And if you miss a couple shots, you're expecting to make shots because we shot so well in the last game, and now those shots aren't going in. You have to be able to mentally work through that. And then the first half, we didn't do a very good job of that.
Yeah, mentally, and then talk too about getting sped up. You got a young team. Getting sped up in that full court press is usually what the number one thing that gets in. And you could see up here that they were seeing the right play. They wanted to get that skip pass ahead because it was there, but the Davies was so good at getting fingertips on the ball and just giving them that stare down of the pass a little bit too much. They were able to jump it. Yeah,
it's again, those are things that we work on in practice, but we can't simulate the speed of a varsity game in practice. So there's things, and I said this at halftime, the things that you're able to get away with in practice, Now you can't get away with those things. And we tell you that in practice, too. Hey, you're not going to be able to make that pass in practice.
Yep.
And then we go out in the game, we get sped up a little bit, and then we try and make that pass, and then there it is, So we just have to be able to adjust. Like you said, as a young team, you have to be able to play under that kind of pressure and not get sped up. Once you break the pressure, then go ahead and run your stuff. And we did a better job of that in the second half. They didn't press as much, but we were able to run our stuff. We didn't run it all right all the time, but when we did, we got a shot. And a lot of times we made it.
Yeah.
So that's part of it. There's a little bit too much standing around on offense, trying to just looking at, okay, girl's got the ball, and I'm just looking at her. Well, what are you going to do? Well, start the offense.
Yeah.
So again, young team, trying to figure out some of those things. We have to be able to play a full basketball game, 34-31 in the second half. I don't know, you do that for 2 halves and you got a basketball game, and then we'll see what happens at the end.
Yeah, and then it comes down to a couple possessions. I always talk about, hey, basketball game comes down to 3 possessions. You win those or you don't, and you would have put yourself in that situation. But on the other hand, Coach, you got to be happy to see a pressure and a really good defense like Davies early on in the season that can help you prepare for games in the future.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I told the girls in the locker room, we will be better at the end of the season. We'll be better the next game, okay? So the next time that we play this team, are we going to be 30 points worse? I don't think so. I think that we'll be better prepared. We'll understand what we're doing a little bit more. There's some good things that happen. I mean, it's a 30-point loss. You say, well, what do you mean there's good things? There's certainly some good things that happen throughout the course of the game. We'll take those and we'll use them, and we'll see if we can put a bunch of these things together and move on and play South there next.
Yeah, you got South coming up next. A week from last night, you'll have South here at Wahpeton High School. You got Tuesday off, right?
Yeah, I think we're off Tuesday.
Yeah,
no game Tuesday, and then we play South on Thursday.
All right, Coach. Again, you had balanced scoring against Cheyenne, and I just looking at my unofficial stats here. The only player you had in double figures was Emma. I had her for 13, and then you had 2 players with 9, with Taya Lunenberg and Scout Woods with 9 each. So Emma Bonch is leading the way unofficially with 13 points. Just couldn't quite get that scoring that you had against Cheyenne.
No, but I think we were too timid, though. I mean, we want to try and attack a little bit more, and there's times where we get the ball and we have the advantage, and then we don't take that advantage. But again, young team, I might get tired of saying that this season, maybe, but we have to understand when we have that advantage. We had a couple of them in foul trouble, and then we didn't go at them again. Then. We don't understand the whole game plan, because they get somebody with 2. We don't want to let them sub. We want to go right back at them the next time down the floor, and we don't understand those parts of the game. But I really think that we're going to continue to get better. We're going to do some good things, and we're going to be a decent basketball team at the end of the season. I don't feel like teams are going to want to play us. I don't think so. Once we can get some of these younger girls understanding and not get sped up so much,
like Coach said.
I think it's there, but we have to be able to do it for an entire basketball game.
And that mental side of the game is so important.
Oh my goodness!
And the only way you can do that is with experience.
Yeah.
And you talk about the young team, and you got to watch basketball. You get that experience from playing as well. But it'll come, and that's the tough part of the game, because that mental side, like you're talking about, yeah, we want to run this player with 2 fouls through some screens, or we want to go downhill at her. That'll come, and we saw some flashes of really good basketball tonight, and we talked about it during the game too. It's hey, get to the lane, put some pressure on these kids, and we saw flashes. So you got to be proud of some of the effort there.
I'm happy with some of the good things that we did. I'm okay with it. We just have to understand when certain players aren't playing well, then you have to figure out something else that you can do, and then that'll get you going. We turned into a little bit of one-on-one, a little bit too much early, and maybe the wrong people trying to go one-on-one. So we got to be able to figure that stuff out, and I don't know. It's game 2. I'm not too. Yep. It's game 2 against the number 2 team in the EDC and number 3 team in the state. So I'm okay with it. I mean, and they've got girls with a lot of experience.
Oh my goodness! We talked about Ava Wild. We talked about Wacha. We talked about the Safransky girls.
Right. I mean, you've got girls on the floor here who have been in the state semifinals, been in a championship game. I mean, there's a lot of experience on that side of the ball. So to take that against our players who are just kind of getting their varsity experience under their belt, we got 2 freshmen down there playing a lot of minutes. I think next time around, it'll be a little bit different basketball game. Be on their floor, but I think it'll be a little different.
Yeah, you look up and down the roster, they only got 4 or 5 players that aren't a junior or senior on the roster, so they got a ton of experience, and it showed tonight. They run their stuff really well, they execute, and they're heady players. The mental side of the game, they're really smart, high IQ players. They
understand basketball, and our girls will get to that point, but when you've got that many girls that have that much experience, they're just out there playing.
Yep.
They have their stuff that they're running, but really they're just out there playing. They know how to communicate on offense. They know how to communicate on defense. And we're still working on that. We'll start learning how to do that.
5 playing as one.
Yep, 5 playing as one. We are still working to do that.
All right, Coach. You got anything else for Coach?
I thought just one last comment. I think something to good spot in the second half. Emma Bonches played a really good second half. What were your thoughts on Emma and what she was able to do in the second half?
I thought she played really well. She played similar to that in the first game against Cheyenne. It just gives us some good options. We have girls who can attack the basket like Emma, and we can interchange them. And Emma so far is off to a really good start. Gives us some scoring off the bench. And it's a good role for her. And then once she gets going, there was a point there where, they really couldn't stop her.
Yeah.
They really couldn't.
It was 3 or 4 straight possessions where she was getting layups or at least getting to the free throw line.
Right. Yeah, or getting to the free throw line.
And again, that's understanding, okay, we have an advantage here with this girl. All right, let's keep going to her as much as we can, not force it. But in the first half, we weren't able to run anything to find out where we had an advantage.
Yeah,
and then in the second half, we settled down a little bit, and Emma had it, and she kept going and played a nice game. And I told her after the game, hey, she had a really nice game. That's 2 games in a row for her, and it's a weapon. It's a weapon. So we're going to keep looking for them, and then hopefully we can put them all on the floor at once, and then we'll see what happens.
All right. Coach Emdeck, Coach Watson, thank you. And, Coach, I don't know if you got other things to go down there, or should we wrap it up here with you?
That's up to you. It's your show.
Well,
I'm just a guest now.
Well, yeah, you're a guest, though, yeah.
You got Austin here trying to steal my job.
Yeah, well, he did all right. All right, Coach Watson, thank you very much, and we'll talk to you in a few minutes.
All right, thanks.
All right, Coach Watson, the head coach of the Lady Huskies, and Coach Emdeck, again, thank you very much for coming up here tonight. Appreciate you taking some time on a Friday night, buddy.
Hey, absolutely. Nothing better than being in a gym watching hoops on a Friday night. That's the way I draw it
Okay,
up.
and doing a little bit of scouting, too.
Oh, yeah, I always got to do that.
And Watson looks over at us, shakes his head. Now he's off the air. All right, your final score once again here from Husky Gymnasium, 78-48. The Huskies fall. They go to 0-2, and the Davies Eagles keep up their pace, and they go 2-0 in the EDC and 2-0 overall. Austin, thanks again, buddy.
You bet. My pleasure. It was fun.
For Austin Emdeck, I'm Joe Schreiner. We'll be back again next week here on Three Borders Sports Network. And our next game is scheduled for Tuesday from Breckenridge. We'll have the boys taking on Barnesville on Tuesday night. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to Three Borders Sports Network. We'll talk to you soon. For Austin Emdeck, I'm Joe Schreiner. Good night, everybody.